Hi, it's Colin from Performance Sports Therapy. I just want to have a wee chat today about back pain. Back pain is a pretty common complaint in the population, with 70% of people being affected by it at some point during their lives. And whilst it's rarely serious, it can definitely be very, very painful. Yet, rarely is there anything, as I say, seriously wrong. Quite often it's talked about in terms of structural problems where likes of leg length discrepancies at one end have been talked about with regards to how they can influence your back pain, and then even more serious things where likes of disc bulges, arthritis, and other similar things. Yet these all don't necessarily mean that you will get back pain should any of these be a problem. If we take a look at sort of the more sort of what you might consider to be serious problems, there was a group of young elite tennis players were sort of checked for regards to issues, and out of the 33 that they looked at, only 15% of them, so sort of about 4 or 5, were actually given a clean bill of health, and the rest had a mixture of stress fractures, osteoarthritis, synovial cysts, and disc desiccation, and yet none of them were in any pain whatsoever. So it just goes to show you that even where there is, definite problems with regards to sort of structural aspects of things going on, doesn't necessarily mean that there will be any pain. Yet saying at the other end, where likes of people talk about rotated pelvis, leg length discrepancies, all these things are essentially red herrings with regards to what is happening with someone when they have back pain. And it feeds into this myth that we are essentially, or our backs are quite fragile, when they really are not. We really don't think of our backs in the same way that we might consider knee pain, ankle pain, shoulder pain. We look at it as a really delicate structure, and yet it's a really quite robust structure. And even where there has been real damage, recovery is eminently possible. If you look at the likes of a powerlifter called Brian Carroll, who's an elite powerlifter, squatting, a small bus really on his back, and he had a number of fractures in his back, in his actual vertebrae, and a fracture in his sacrum, and yet working with Stuart McGill in Canada, he rehabbed all this back to the point where he went back onto the powerlifting competitions and was squatting over 1,000 pounds again. So you can see your body is very, very robust and it can heal. But what do you do if you've got a sore back? Well, the first thing to do is to reduce what we might think of as the perceived threat of what is causing your pain. So start removing activities that cause you pain in the first instance. We don't want to stay away from these activities forever, but in the initial period, just keep out the activities that you know will give you a sore back. But don't become inactive. Try and change the things that you're doing. So if running gives you a sore back, maybe try cycling, stuff like that. So you should be active, stay active, then gradually start to reintroduce the activities that have caused you to get back pain previously at much lower amounts of them, and just allow yourself the chance to adapt and bring these back into your routine, even if it means modifying them to some extent, and then gradually return back to normal with regards to the amount that you're doing, the type of thing that you're doing, so that over what is a relatively short period of time, you go from having avoided them to slowly reintroducing them to doing them just as you would do normally. So that gives you an idea of what you can do when you have hurt yourself or when you are experiencing back pain. It's really just start, take out the activities that cause the back pain, and then slowly but surely bring them back in. But really don't avoid activity. Stay as active as you possibly can, and explore different activities that allow you to stay active and mobile.